Hi, I am your online psychologist. Welcome to the channel. This is an introduction video in which I will answer 3 questions or subjects or whatever you want to call it, just to tell you something about the show and about myself. I'll tell you what your online psychologist is, who I am, and why the hell you should care. First things first. The online psychologist is a win-win situation for both you and me. That sounds like something a scammer would say, but honestly, it's free for you and I'm happy to be here. Also, I'm reading from a paper, so I didn't want to forget anything. The idea of the online psychologist is very simple. You can message me, or anyone else can message me through YouTube, Reddit, Instagram about any psychological problem you might have. And these could be like sleep problems, or feeling depressed, or relationship problems, or being anxious, or whatever you. I, as an applied psychologist, will, if you wish anonymously, read that message out on the shows that I will post and give you my advice. And if your problem is really severe and I think you might need therapy, then I will give you a nudge in the right direction towards professional help in whatever country you are in. If anyone knows the show, I got this idea from the TV sitcom Frasier. And if you don't know the TV sitcom Frasier, I really recommend you to watch it, not just for understanding the show, but it's just a fun show. The thing is, in that sitcom, a psychologist has this radio show in which people can call in about their problems, and they do. So primarily that show was to help people, but on the other hand, people just like to tune in as well and just relate and listen to other people's problems, and I think that's the same for this project as well. Who am I? As you may have already heard, I am not a native English speaker, and if I mispronounce things, or if I've just watched like early American redneck movie or a British movie and my accent changes, then I'm already sorry for that. I'm very easily influenced like that. I'm born and raised in the Netherlands. I'm a student, so what I do is studying, and in my spare time I work out, I game, I read, I watch Netflix, and I like to eat way too much, and that's basically all I do. Before I started with applied psychology, I was at a lower level of the Dutch educational system, and that was mostly because I was a very lazy teenager. My thoughts anywhere but in school. At that level, I wasn't able to study psychology, it just didn't exist, so I became a youth counselor, but I saw Frasier in that time, and I just already decided that I wanted to be a psychologist. After that, after the youth counselor coach thing, I was sort of allowed to level up in the education system and go to applied university, which I finished, and now I'm in a regular, normal university doing my master's degree in psychology. About all the things about certification and am I allowed to practice psychology and stuff like that, it differs in all countries, and for that you should just watch my disclaimer video in which I kind of explain all that. So sometimes when you're at a party or new in class or office or whatever, you get to play that game in which you have to describe yourself in 3 words, and I thought that may be an easy way for me to tell you something about myself. My 3 words, which I use whenever that game is played, are ambitious, disciplined, and helpful. And I hope all 3 of those words just shine through this show. If you have any question about that, just ask me and I'll tell you. Why should you care about the show, about me, or well, this whole YouTube thing? Well, I kind of already gave it away. It's for free, so it won't cost you a damn thing. And I think the other thing is kind of easy as well, that, you know, sometimes whenever you daydream or lie in bed waiting to fall asleep, or just nod off in class or office, it may occur that you think something extremely random. Most of those thoughts usually end up in what would happen if, or should I ... most of the time ending in something horrible or just really extreme. And a lot of those thoughts are normal, but people tend to worry about them. So if you ever have one of those moments and think, oh, I might be crazy, you're not. And if you're worried that you are, tell me your thoughts and I'll give you my advice. Um, I think listening to this show, beside the fact that it's free and blah blah blah, it will help you identify with others and help you understand that how your thoughts measure up against the rest of the world. To help you understand that everyone has their own problems and sometimes our problems are kind of similar or far from it. Um, I hope to achieve with this project that everyone understands each other a bit better and is a bit more patient with each other. Besides that, it's fun for me to do. Right, so I guess I've said everything I wanted to say, and if you're still with me, then I hope you'll watch some of the sessions and find out that you're not alone in whatever you're thinking, and that you're probably very normal. Uh, I hope you now have an idea of who I am and what this project is. See you on the shows. Have fun.